Hello and welcome back. In our previous video, we discussed Dubai South just to understand what all has been planned out for that sector of Dubai, how it's going to flourish in the future, starting from today until 2040, and how all the movement is going to impact on investment that the investors are currently doing. Just to give us an idea whether it is actually beneficial something for you or not. In this video, we'll be exploring those investment options. We have multiple communities offering different sort of lifestyles, from sustainable communities to golf course and waterfront lagoon communities, with different products, in a sense that you have apartments, you have townhouses, villas, and in some cases plots to build your own. So we'll be exploring each of those communities. We'll be looking at the numbers, the kind of transactions that has taken place. The data that we have taken is of the last 6 months and it's consistent for each of the communities. And we have to understand that not all transactions are reflected in DLT system right away. So there is a possibility that a lot of the transactions may not be included in this because those are just not reflected in DLT system as of right now. We'll start with Aizi Venice, but before we get down to it, just to give a recall on the locations. Emaar South is here. Right next to Emaar South, we have Aizi Venice. On the top here, we have Expo City. Down below Expo City, we have Dubai South Residential District, Riverside at this corner, and then on the top, we have the Oasis. So we'll start by looking at the numbers of Aizi, followed by the rest of the communities. So this is Aizi Venice. Like I said, it's consisting of apartments. So you have studios to 3 beds. We look at the ticket prices for the 1 beds, very appealing, 1.05 billion. But the key factor here is not the ticket price, but the price per square foot, where the actual comparison, the rightful comparison can be done. And this is what the price per square foot is. So we are looking at, for studios, 1733, 1 beds, 1496, and so on. Obviously, these are average prices. Depending upon the kind of unit that you go for, the prices can fluctuate. Example, the 1 beds can go up to 1700 dirhams per square foot if it's something that's facing on the lagoon, etc., etc. So the overall transactions that has taken place in Aizi Venice in the past 6 months is 1683 as registered in Dubai Land Department, with the average price being at 1642 dirhams per square foot for the overall Aizi Venice. It is a quite fast moving project at the moment. A lot of the people are taking interest, and mainly because it's a lagoon, waterfront, and all the communities are just on the water. Right next to Aizi, we have a completely different concept, which is of golf course by Emaar. Emaar is the master developer for Emaar South, responsible for all the developments within the community. We have apartments, townhouses, and villas on the golf course. As you can see, we have starting at 1 beds going up to 5 beds. Emaar does not do studios, so the starting point is 1 bed. So if you look at the 1 beds, the average price is 965, average price at 1402. The average price would obviously change as we see more launches. The overall transactions volume for the past 6 months in Emaar South is 1854, out of which townhouses took the lead with 1067, followed by apartments is 706. Average price overall of the community being at 1327. Now, we have seen plenty of launches by Emaar in Emaar South for townhouses, and therefore the townhouses are leading the way. But the way things are moving, there is a possibility that Emaar may just come up with a few more launches of apartments, and we could see the numbers being changed with apartments taking the lead in Emaar South. Expo City, again, a completely different lifestyle community. This is the most sustainable community there is going to be. Expo City is very well known amongst people, especially the people who are here, who attended the Expo 2020. This is the exact same site. It has its own benefits in terms of locations. You have good connectivity to the metro, existing metro. You'll have the trade center right next to you. And you have options of townhouses, apartments, villas, and apartments on quite a good payment plan as well in some cases. So the 1 beds averaging at 2068 dirhams per square foot, 2 beds at 2021. So the price per square foot is relatively higher. The overall total transaction volume the past 6 months is 731, with apartments taking the lead with 714 transactions in total, with the average price for the area being 2045. So in terms of price per square foot, yes, this is a more higher end community, but it also has its own advantages. Apart from the metro and the trade center that you'll have, we'll also have the commercial buildings within the vicinity of this, which will be, as confirmed, occupied by the top 500 companies listed in Forbes. So we'll have a good footfall. But just not to confuse ourselves, this is going to impact the overall Dubai South, not just Expo. Dubai South Residential District. Again, a community offering completely different things. So this is a master community with sub-communities. So you have gated beachfront communities by Dubai South, the government developer. Then you have private developers playing their roles by building, apartment buildings, offering flexible payment plans, good prices. So Dubai South in general is the more affordable place of Dubai South currently. So we'll look at the price points, you'll get an idea. Average prices for studios at 1,030 per square foot, one best 1,050. Overall transactions took place with a total of 517 transactions reflected in DLD, with apartments taking the lead at 409, townhouses 81, with the average price for the all Dubai South residential district being 1,057. But here's the thing, it's not only that it is the most affordable, but it is the place which gives you all the options, starting from studios all the way to 7-bed mansions in a gated community on the lagoon. So this is the area that is currently towards the affordable side, but at the same time has a lot of options that you can explore. Damak Riverside, we saw this community come up beginning of last year, consisting of 4 and 5 bedroom townhouses. Relatively a small community, but well planned, I'd say. So you have different types of 4 beds. You have a smaller 4 bed, you have a larger 4 bed, and then you have 5 beds. And recently they have come up with the launch of apartments, and it is again a waterfront community. But here's the thing, the lagoon is towards the buildings. So kind of like a similar concept, more or less, that you have in District 1 or Aizi Venice or Damak Riverside. Yes, things are changed, but the concept is the same. There are differences, but the concept is more or less the same. So we have 1 beds at 1,471 dirhams per square foot, 2 beds 1,468, 4 bed townhouses 1,076 dirhams per square foot, 5 beds at 1,133 per square foot. Overall, 1,705 transactions recorded in DLD, with the average price being 1,101 dirhams per square foot. Townhouses took the lead with 1,690 dirhams per square foot. 1,690 total transactions. Apartments only 10, but they have recently come up, so it's going to take time for it to be recorded in DLD, and we'll be looking at more transactions. So apartments will take the lead in Damak Riverside as the things are going. Emaar Oasis, this is the first lagoon community of Emaar, and Oasis will be focused on luxury villas, large sizes, and some say that this is considered to be the Emirates Hills of Dubai South. I believe you cannot have a second downtown. A downtown remains downtown. Emirates Hills remains Emirates Hills. Dubai Hills remains Dubai Hills. So I could be wrong, but this is what people say, and we'll look at the value for money. Now, if you are somebody who adores luxury, who wants space, who wants large, built-ups and plot areas, this is the community that you want to explore. So we have 4 to 7 beds. This is relatively a newer community, but we have seen a few launches, including the launches of mansions being sold out, sold for up to 60 million. The 4 beds starting at about 9.5 million. The average price is 1,633 per square foot for 4 beds. 1620 for 5 beds, 1949 6 beds, 2067 for 7 beds. Overall transactions is 157. Average price at 1718. Here's the thing, if you compare the price per square foot with Expo City seems to be a lot more expensive, but the ticket price is quite large here. So the 4 beds averaging 9.7 million, 7 beds averaging 57.8 million. This is the difference. Average plot size, just to give you an idea what kind of sizes we are talking about. Average plot size at 13,368. Average built up area 10,893. So again, you like luxury, you like space, probably this year this is the community that you would like to explore, especially if you want to be at that part of the Dubai. Apart from this, we also have news. We will be seeing, if not 2, then at least 1 more edition of new community within this vicinity that we have explored by Emaar, consisting of villas, and we'll be talking about that, the supply and demand and everything. But this will be, this is our assumption, that it will be a villa based community focused on smaller villas, maybe 4-5 million range. Nothing has been confirmed. This is all what we understand. So this is something, if you want to get into something, that is another investment that we'll be looking at. And once we have the details, I'll try and make a video of that on time, so that if anybody is interested, they can also have the opportunity. But thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, please leave your comment below, or you can directly reach out to me on the number. Thank you so much and have a good day.